Your talking head videos might actually die in 2026. And if you don't adapt, you're absolutely cooked. Look, I've built 8-figure YouTube channels for businesses, and my team and I spent the last 3 months analyzing what's coming next, right? What's next for YouTube for businesses in 2026. And in this video, we'll break down the 5 changes you need to make right now to stay ahead as we're doing, or what your competitors take your market share. So, let's look first at the science of the shift. So YouTube for business isn't really the same game anymore. The algorithm changed, the audience changed, the expectations changed. If I look at my Twitter or my X timeline, it's crazy. Like, people are getting flagged left and right. Business owners are complaining they're not getting the types of views and the type of leads they used to do through YouTube. Many are, frustrated. For example, in the cold email niche, people are like, what the fuck? There's 100 other business owners who are in the cold email niche and who are trying to build their YouTube channel, so it's impossible to grow. A lot of problems, and problem is most business channels are still making 2019 type of content. So a couple of things. Change number 1, the show format revolution. Traditional talking head content is slowly dying. It's not like it's dead, right? It's not dead yet, but it's getting more and more competitive. So it's not bad, but it's basically outclassed by a few people who take content for their business extremely seriously. So what does the show format revolution mean, right? What is the show format? Look at this video from Colin and Samir, for example, fixing his YouTube problem in 19 minutes. This is a video where they sit together in front of the camera in a super small studio, nothing super crazy. They look together at this screen and they fix his YouTube problem in real time. And this is not like a normal video, right? It's almost like a mini TV episode. There is a clear outcome and curiosity loop. So after these 19 minutes, you know exactly how to fix your own YouTube channel, for example. You have mini payoffs along each chapter, so they keep it very engaging. You have tiny story arcs, because this guy talks about why YouTube is important for him and what he fucked up in the past and why it's not working, whatever, right? And you have pacing that keeps you really locked in. And that is all very similar to a proper show format. And then we also have stuff like this, the show style case study. So look at this one, building a $1 million business for a stranger in 69 minutes. Same kind of setup. We have Alex Hormozi sitting there with this guy, pitching to him, analyzing what the hell he's talking about. And it's basically a 50-minute case study testimonial for Alex Hormozi, but for some reason it's very entertaining. Right? And why does this work? The human brain is wired for stories. So we don't want to hear lectures. We certainly don't want to hear some guru telling us, look, this is what you should do. Even worse, if nobody knows this guy, right? Nobody's going to trust you if you just step in front of the camera and start preaching. We don't want to have these bullet points, but what we want to have is stories. So when you structure your business content like a show, you tap almost into that psychology that makes people binge shows on Netflix, right? Suddenly your boring B2B SaaS content is a little bit more interesting. It becomes must-watch content. It's basically like the Shark Tank formula. And it's making people hooked while you're convincing them that you could be their business solution. So basically, summing up, you don't want this to be like a lecture. You don't want to come off as this guru that's going to tell you what to do. You want to think about a show style format that can incorporate all of these learnings from your business to the customer in a nice format. And you don't need to go super crazy, right? We don't need to have Shark Tanks type of content and shows, but we can go with something much simpler like this one with Alex Hormozi. Literally just someone standing in front of you, presenting you something, you critiquing it, or something like this Colin and Samir case, which is also very nicely executed. It's just, instead of one person in front of the camera, you have 3 people, right? Amazing. Change number 2, the AI avatar takeover. So this is actually already happening, and it will be much bigger in 2026. So you gotta be aware of this trend. So look at this channel, for example. how to actually make 100% consistent AI characters. This is actually not a person. Believe me or not, this is an AI avatar. And for people that see this for the first time, this is completely unbelievable, right? But trust me on that one. And you have obviously a couple of super obvious advantages there, right? You have infinite scalability, so you can post 10 times more without burning out. You don't need to always set up your whole equipment and sit down and record. You don't need a studio. You have multilingual content, so you can have one script and 50 languages on the very same day. You have perfect consistency, so there's no bad hair days, no tired eyes, no need to wear glasses or off-camera energy, and you have 24/7 production, so you don't need to be on camera ever, right? And they have more than 4 channels running exactly like this. With this Yuri van Hofwegen, it's always an AI avatar. Now, what they do quite well is they mix in videos where it's the real person. So for someone who's like still has a little bit of doubt, they will see these videos and they're like, ah, no, it seems to really be a human, right? And at some point, this channel, at least the Yuri van Hofwegen channel, it was literally just him in front of the camera, right? But with all of that camera footage, they trained this AI avatar, and it's at this point so good that with an appropriate level of editing, it looks like this is just a real person. Amazing. And get ready, because there will be much more of that and you will not even notice. Maybe a shameless plug for our business software. It's called autoyt.com. And you can check it out. It is basically doing exactly the same. So you record yourself for a couple of minutes. We create an AI avatar clone of you. And with the click of a button, we generate great YouTube video ideas for you. We generate great scripts for you. And we even do the editing, right? So all of this is done within seconds with our software. And you get videos like these ones from Roboverse, Yuri van Hofwegen, and so on. Amazing. Change number 3, the YouTube host era. Professional YouTube hosts. So this is basically a little bit of a corporate media shift. Every company needs to be a media company, as I always like to say. So if you look at HubSpot marketing channel, they are media companies that happen to sell products, and people trust media brands. If you do it like them, you're basically an authority, a destination for people to look at, right? So these companies, they realized pretty early on that they need to somehow play the media game extremely aggressively. That is the one thing that's going to give them an edge over their competition, especially in a place like CRMs, right? Like everybody's building CRMs and all CRMs frankly suck. They realized, okay, we need to think like a media company, because people follow leaders, not logos, right? Now, the easiest version of that is to have a leader that is willing to step in front of the camera, and a leader that says, okay, let me be the face of this company. We don't need crazy media productions, podcasts, and so on. But if you want to play this game on a more sophisticated level, you can certainly do something like they did. Change number 4, the editing revolution. Now, this is because editing is changing very, very fast, right? The old way was you hire an editor, you send them raw footage, you wait for a couple of days, 3, 4, 5 days, you get the video back, you make revisions, you publish, and all of this is unfortunately often very slow, it's expensive, it's painful. I cannot recount how many of my editors had like a dog die from some illness or whatever, right? And that was the reason why their product or their edit was not coming back to me on time, and they missed all the deadlines, right? So here's the new way. You have these editing templates. This AI tool will get you ahead of 99% of content creators. How to create long cartoon videos with AI, step by step. Same streamlined editing done in 3 times less minutes, right? So you have these editing templates. You have AI tools. So tools like AutoYT, tools like VidRush, they are automating this, and it will also be done for proper talking head videos for business owners, as we do with AutoYT. Now, change number 5 is the intimacy insurance. If AI can make videos now, why do I matter, right? And here is why. AI can't replace intimacy. So this is a great example of that. You have, raw information, right? You can get that through Gemini, ChatGPT, whatever, tutorials, scripts. All of that can be done by LLMs. But your personal stories, your vulnerabilities, your small experiences from your life, that is something that AI at this moment can't touch. And you see it in, when people see on YouTube, on other social media platforms, if people see AI generated content, right? That is pretending to be real content and that is pretending to pass on learnings. People are almost allergic to that, right? That shows us that all of these authentic personality, vulnerability, experience-driven things, they cannot be touched by AI yet, right? So this video, how to build a profitable personal brand in just 64 minutes by Matt Gray, is actually a great watch. And some learnings, there's 3 pillars of intimacy, and that is based on YouTube's own research, right? So first of all, intimacy, so you make them feel like they know you. Secondly, vulnerability, so you share real struggles, not just wins. And thirdly, authenticity, so you need to be yourself, not some polished persona. And this is what separates humans from machines, and it's your competitive advantage. And now let's try to apply examples, right? It's not how to launch a product. As a title, it's much better to pick something like I'm launching my product in 30 days. Shouldn't be best practices for cold outreach. It should be I'm sending 100 cold emails today. Let's see what happens. It shouldn't be a how to negotiate with clients. It's much better to say I just lost a 50K deal. Here's what I learned, right? So you're not just teaching, you're not this guru on the hill that's telling everyone how to live their lives and telling them why they are so perfect, right? But you're the guinea pig. You're vulnerable and you pass on these mistakes, these learnings that come from a place of vulnerability to your audience. So don't hide the process. Show the messy process, show the unpolished results. Mix this information with a story. So every tutorial needs some kind of personal angle. Be vulnerable about your failures. Share your why. Why do you actually do this? People connect with visions, right? They want to know about your personal vision. And then bring people behind the scenes. So how do you actually make all of this work, right? If you just think of these 5 points whenever you do your next video, it will definitely help you boost your success. So now if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. We'll read them and we'll answer them, or we'll pick them up in the next video. And if you want, check out the video description below. First of all, to check out our tool AutoYT to generate YouTube videos completely automatically for your business, and to book a free strategy call if you want us to build your YouTube channel for your business. We only work with people who are making 5 or 6 figures per month as a minimum. See you in the next video. Bye bye.